Ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to Thingamajig's Racing Channel. And what have we got for your delights this evening? Yes, we're back with our Friday night live bonanza with the world racing community, and we are tip deep in the European Touring Cars Cup. Round 4, ladies and gentlemen, at a Gran Turismo 7 original track. Well, just Gran Turismo original track, Dragon's Trail. Man alive, they have got a big one for trail, haven't they? Dragon's Trail, Trail Mountain. They love to slam a trail on one of their pretend tracks. My good golly gosh. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. I do quite like this track. I think it is good fun. I am of one of the few. It seems to be heralded as a nightmare track, but I'm on board with it. So here we go then. World Racing Community Season 7 European Touring Cars Cup, sponsored by Hankook. Race regulations. The balance performance will be on. The brake balance tuning will be allowed. The tyres are at ×3. All compounds available. 2 compounds must be used. Fuel is at ×2. Refuel rate will be ×7. The car class is Group 2. Car choices are shown below. You won't see them. That's for me. Grid starts with false start check. 1 hour practice session, 10-minute qualifying session, 30-minute race, 1 mandatory stop, and then on to a 60-minute race with a full reverse grid, mandatory stop. And the Triple Crown events are usually 90 minutes. We had one of them last week at Le Mans. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's all. So the cars are, it's a Lexus. No, that's an Audi RS5 Turbo DTM 2019. A Nissan GTR Nismo GT500 2016, or a Honda NSX Concept GT 2016, or a Lexus RC FGT 500 2016. There are their choices. This is the race. They're out there having a bit of a practice at the moment. We are swiftly heading up towards qualifying. They're getting there. Oh, sorry, I was trying to see if there was a track thing. There is. Yes, round 4, Dragon's Trail, Seaside. Returning to the WRC calendar for just the second time, Dragon's Trail Seaside is a high-speed coastal circuit that blends breathtaking scenery with the unforgiving challenges. The track's most infamous section, the Death Chicane, demands millimeter-perfect precision, with its tight walls and rapid direction changes evoking the intensity of Monaco street circuit. Elsewhere, fast-flowing corners and heavy braking zones create a prime overtaking opportunities, especially into turn 1 and the back straight, with little margin for error. Mastering this circuit is as much about bravery as it is about skill. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, that is where we're at, and I'm just seeing how much I can push this. I do believe the standings are up to date, but I think they are now showing that they've taken their 2 lowest scores off to date. So at the top of the GT1 Championship is Bob in his Nissan. He's on 42 points. Then in second, Deviant on 40 points. A. Cole is in third on 39 points. That's 42 points, 40 points and 39 points, dividing the top 3 Nissans, ladies and gentlemen. Then we have in 4th place Tommy we're watching Tommy at the moment, in his Lexus. He's on 30 points, ahead of Chunky in 5th, whom is on 29 points. Then in the drop zone we have Thunder in 6th on 24 points, and Autosport 7th on 18 points. So all to fight for everyone in there. Then moving on to the GT2 section of the table, we have at the top Faceless, a boy in his Honda on 89, oh no, that's his car number, 42 points, sorry. MJ in second in the Audi, looking to get back up into the GT1 area. He's on 41 points. Then we have Fusion on 37 points. He's in the Lexus. That's Autosport to me and you, I believe. Adnap is 4th in the Audi on 25 points. That is a surprise. Last season's champion. 5th is Garuda in his Honda on 19 points. And 6th is Reckless on 18 points. He's in the Nissan. He has been here a couple, but I think his internet can be quite tricky. So we're moving into qualifying soon, and then it's going to be the 30-minute sprint race with a mandatory pit stop. Softs, mediums, hards, they can use whatever they want as long as they use 2 differing compounds. In the chat then we have our very own Adnap saying good day thingy. Well, hello Adnap, where are you? Well, you're hosting, you've got to be here. You got a race, you're hosting. I was just about to say, where are you? Why are you on the chat and not on the track? But you're the host with the most, I must say. So Colt then missing last week, dropping down into 3rd in the championship, so he'll be wanting to absolutely tick the boxes today and get all the wins. Tommy Roo has been a force to be reckoned with, and he races elbows out, ladies and gentlemen. If you're going side by side with the Roo, then you are taking a risk. And, you know, it works for the Verstappen, so why can't Tommy Roo use that same application?
Under the weather.
Excuse me. Autosport, 3rd on track in practice at the moment with the Lexi. Doing some hot schnizzle. And I'm saying I'm hosting but can't race. Under the weather today. Oh, I'm so sorry, bud. Well, you know, you got me for company. And if anything can make you feel better is me. Oh, God, I don't know. I don't think it works that way. But, you know, maybe I can distract you from whatever the under the weather is. And I hope the under the weather is just a passing phase and not something that's going to bug you for a bit. So Autosport then, absolutely hot in the Lexus, like I said. Was not happy about his race at Le Mans, I believe. I believe he came a cropper early doors and was always on the back foot, and he was really taking a lot of confidence into the race. He really did feel something beforehand in the chat, so I think he was extremely disappointed with the outcome of last round. So I imagine Autosport, as well as trying to fight his place in GT1, the added pressure, he is coming back bigger, badder, better and bothered. Am I bothered though? Look at me, look at the face. Bothered? Am I bothered though? Am I bothered? Yes, he is, ladies and gentlemen. Don't you believe a single syllable of his. I don't mind getting relegated. Ooh, man alive, did you see the speed that he just carried through the death chicane? These Group 2 cars are going to be absolutely dangerous. They're going to be weapons coming down that road. Hey, J-Car! Have we even seen J-Car this season? It's Nitro, and I didn't see him in the championship, but J-Car making an appearance. I think it's Nitro. They use different names in GT7 to their Discord and to the table. So, oh no, the Discord is the same as GT7, but the table has, I mean, I know I could just look at their PSN name, and that would be a big sort of, let me have a look. I usually stick to nicknames because that's what people can change. Addicted to Nitro, yeah, so Nitro. Fusion Shadow. Oh, that's Oliver. Oliver's Fusion, yeah, I worked that one out. Maho Amit Hitchu. Mishizumi. No. There's only one way I can say that, and it's not going to be a great way, is it? It's not going to make me look good. So, Maho Nishizumi. And I'm going to stick to Thunder on that one. Seems easier. Andy Ferrari. Oh, Deviant. It's like I'm learning new people. Yeah, I like the who's it? It wasn't me then. Oh, Autosport. So, I prefer nicknames because you can change the nicknames yourself. You know, you have to pay. You have to pay big bucks if you want to change your username. So, yeah, J-Car or Nitro, aka Nitro, back in the fold, ladies and gentlemen. It's good to see. bringing out the Lexus in us all. Ooh, a dice with the barrier. We need to find someone just coming up to that, don't we? Get on board. Not that board. Ooh. All right, no, well, are we just coming over the starts? Yeah, we are. So here we go, a lap on board with Oliver. As we full blast it over to the right, then we've got to get on those brakes. It's uphill left and then right over the curbs, and he's right on that curb, just dancing the dance as he comes over, and oh, he's full pelting it out of that. No, I think he's backed out of this one. Oh, Ollie, we were going to have a good old lap around, my friend. You've backed out of it. He didn't want that. He says, no, you're not doing a lap guide with me. Get off. All right, then, where are we going? Well, this is halfway round. This will do. So, yeah. Oh, no, it's not. It's the start straight. Oh, no one's doing it. Well, no one's playing ball. So, Tommy Roo coming around. This is what I thought was the final corner. Wait, Tommy Roo getting a big sideways on. It is. This is the start straight. Is he going to carry him? They might be getting themselves prepped for qualifying. Yeah, I think they're all getting prepped for qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're not getting a lap around. You don't miss them much. By the game. So these guys all prepping themselves now to go into a quali session. Getting hot under the collar down here, ladies and gentlemen. The Nissans have proven to be a cut above so far this season, and the Audis. I haven't even seen MJ. Is MJ around? What is the schnizzle on the nizzle with the? I mean, 9 guys. It's still not a bad turnout, but the faceless boy, leader of the GT2 category, will be going up. Bob. Got Deviant, we've got Cole, the 3 leaders of the championship GT1, J Car, Oliver, Thunder, no MJ. That is MJ there. He's second in the championship. Where's MJ gone? He's the kingpin of all of this, for heaven's sakes. He hasn't gone on holiday, has he? Dairy. How very dairy. So, ladies and gentlemen, 10 minutes of qualifying in the Group 2 cars around Dragon's Trail. Seaside. This is going to be fun. Brace yourselves. And we'll take an outlap inside with the Roo. So we've come out of the pits down to the said corner, I said. To the left, then to the right. Shake it up, it's all right. Wow, good save there from the Roo. And it's quite a fast right-hander, then heavy braking, lose your fillings kind of braking around the hairpin and onto the accelerator, up and over the hill. Hope no one's crashed, and there we go. Down here, it's a little lift, and swing it to the left again, and then to the right. They like a shake. Oh, he's planted all the way around there, out to the left again. Oh, he's going to have to go out wide. He's done that all right. Then again to the left, a bit of a straight down to a very tight right-hander. And bracing ourselves, because after this corner, ladies and gentlemen, we are heading towards certain death. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Quite nice. It's quite nice. But he is on his outlap. He might not be pushing. He had to lift a big one there, baby. Oof, Tommy Roo, you had a destination with a big orange barrier, it seemed. Oh, MJ's in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. He's in the wrong place. Hang on, let me put him straight. MJ, good evening, thingy. I got wrapped up arguing over sofas in my new house. How very interesting. Did you win? That's the main thing, mate. Did you get the sofa you wanted? So, the faceless boy at the moment, he's only at the top because no one's done a lap so far, but he is on a lap now. We'll follow him around. He will be putting our benchmark down. Do you need a sofa, MJ? You need a sim rig. Oh, the faceless boy getting out of it and allowing Bob free. We'll watch Bob then, shall we? And got because he's on a run. It's just because Faceless Boy's backed out of it, so it won't be a competitive lap. So we've jumped over to Bob. Yeah, just don't worry about the sofa, MJ. Just put a massive sim rig there. You only need one seat and a beanbag. Ooh, kicking up the dust there. Don't know if he had a shave with the wall, but it was awfully tight from Bob. Ooh, bang, wallop. And I saw a bang wallop as well in the background by the Faceless Boy. And my good golly gosh, Deviant, get out my way, he says. I haven't hit any walls. Come on, play fair. And Deviant then is going to be the man who plans the fastest lap. Oh, the Nissan sliding around the corner. Absolute poetry in motion, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be exciting. So Deviant takes top spot by 0.3 of a second because the Lexus is looking strong around Dragon's Trail, Seaside. The Bob in fourth, we saw him smack a wall, and the Faceless Boy also smacking a wall. That means Thunder then goes and slams his Nissan up into third place with a cool, a lowly fourth for him, ladies and gentlemen. We're used to seeing him at the very top of the top. Now, who is this? Autosports breaking into the top four in his Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. Stop the press. New headline. Autosport cometh. So Autosport in fourth in the Lexi. He's got lovely space as well, ladies and gentlemen. No cars to distract him. Just concentrate on his driving. And he's 0.2 up. He's 0.7 off of pole position. But again, Bob and Cull, I am sure, have more in the bag, as does Faceless Boy. Wow, that's a hot cup of cha. Not cha, it's coffee, but there you go. Autosport then.
Yes, I did win.
Hey. MJ's reply, ladies. Bob now starting to show pace. Ooh, Autosport, that was very close, and that was too close, though. That was an actual crunch into the wall. And MJ saying, to answer your question, yes, I did win. Recliner, sofas for the win. Yes! Comfort. It's comfort that wins in the end, MJ. Comfort. So, Deviant at the moment sitting aloft the pile. Deviant picking up some lucky wins, it has to be said, earlier in the season, and now leading the championship for that. Cole missing a round, but with the drop scores, it shouldn't really make a difference, really. What they've got is what they've got on the board, and if they score more than any previous two, it'll add. So Deviant, Bob and Cole really are in an inter-team championship battle. It's exciting, ladies and gentlemen. The Nissans are dominant, yes, in this category. Oh, Deviant having a meeting with Barry R there. And I'm not sure if he did hit it because of the code. I am sure I would be... Oh, let's have a look. See if Tommy Roo's damage disappears. Because with tracks with the nature of the damage, with the barriers the way they are, it has been known that they've turned the damage off. No, I think the damage is staying on. It looks like we are for racing with full damage, ladies and gentlemen. That is going to make this a feisty little race because it's not slowing them down. Now, I mean, the damage being there is to be able to calm our drivers down, calm the pro sim racers down from going for hell leather, throwing it into barriers or throwing it into each other. And do you know what it has achieved? Nought, because this season particularly, they have been driving hot-headed, it has to be said. We have had incident upon incident. The first race, I think there was only one car managed to get around without any damage whatsoever. I think every single other car in the field had hit a barrier from left to right. And yeah, but the last couple of rounds it's calmed down a little bit, but I foresee that the damage is going to raise its ugly little head here unless these drivers learn to calm themselves down. Come on, too much spunk, gentlemen. It rushes to your heads. So cool at the moment out there. doing what he must to stay in pole position, and he's doing a cracking job. I mean, what are we doing? That's his time, innit, at the middle. I didn't know if I had a countdown, but everything's counting up that I can see, so no, there's no... I think it's 10 minutes, so it should be 2.5 minutes left, but... So, Cole's going in, one last try. He's going to get some fresh tyres on, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like Deviant has just placed on a set of tyres. So he's giving himself a lap or two at the end here. Bob also on a fresh set of tyres. Tommy Roo, fresh set of tyres. They've all gone for a fresh set of tyres right at the end of the qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. Cull has taken over the pole position. Sorry, I missed that. And so Deviant, Autosport's gone faster as well in 5th place. I don't know if he's moved. Oh, and now Jay Carr, the returning Jay Carr, up there in 3rd place now. 2/10 off Deviant. The Honda, ladies and gentlemen, splitting the Nissans. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, he's like Einstein. He's just split the Nissan. That's really clever, okay? I usually let these things go and see if you pick up on it. But if you didn't pick up on that, look it up, Einstein, and see what he split. God, wasted. Cool then. Is on pole at the moment with Deviant in 2nd, Jay Carr in 3rd, and Bob 4th. And that's not where Bob wants to be. There we go, Bob now. That's a bit healthier. Only a 10th, and this is going to be his final attempt to take that pole. We have movement up and down the field. Thunder introduces himself to the top 3, ladies and gentlemen, and Bish Bash and Bosch. He must have had something spicy before this session, because he is flying. Deviant then in 4th place with Tommy Roo in 5th, Jay Carr, excuse me, in 6th. Sorry, that came. Autosport in 7th, the Faceless Boy 8th at the moment with Oliver just slipping one up into 8th place. The Faceless Boy, I'm sure, will be on a lap at the moment. There's loads of chat, but I will catch up with you because we are in the final depths of qualifying. This is the orgasmic crescendo, ladies and gentlemen. This is what it's been building to. And we're watching the Faceless Boy because I've got a feeling he's coming in strong. No, he's not. He's the 2nd down. Bob's gone into the pits. He obviously couldn't beat his time. Cull at the moment safe on pole. Thunder, he'll be going for it. Cull's coming through the death chicane. Thunder in 3rd. What's he looking at? He's coming around that final corner. He's got damage. I can't imagine he's going faster. Deviant moves up to 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Roo grabs himself 4th place there at the end, and that's Thunder with damage, so we don't think he's going to do any better. Cull is just coming up towards, he's already on pole, so anything's a bonus, but he doesn't go faster. JC, ladies and gentlemen, the returning JC, flying through Death Chicane, coming up towards another car. It's hoping they don't get in his way, because he seems like a man on a push as he comes around the final corner, and that car's long gone. Autosport coming up to 5th place in the final throws there, and JC not managing anything out of that. Oliver already done, I believe. Where is he? In the pits or something? Parked somewhere. And the Faces Boy didn't get off of 9th place. So, hey, cool, ladies and gentlemen, your pole sitter for race 1. And MJ saying, I think me and Adnap not being there is a blessing. Less cars, less chance of chaos. And Reckless saying, more people watching the race on stream than taking part in the race. Incredible. Hey. That's a bit weird. You had to point that out, didn't you, Reckless? Well, where are you? Why aren't you on track? Stop being in the chat making very good points, okay, sir? Oh. put a warm brew in it. So, ladies and gentlemen, 30 minutes of racing, one pit stop, and A. Cull wanting to retake the lead of the GT1 Championship. And, I mean, the Faceless Boy, it's not great starting at the back, but he is leading the championship. So, it's he can afford to lose some points. Reckless in the chat saying, I cannot be arsed to play GT7 anymore, to be honest. Yeah, but it's not playing GT7. Does it matter what game? It's just about hanging out with a bunch of buddies and having a bit of fun on a Friday evening. Jesus, Call of Duty, Fortnite, whatever your poison is. Just don't take it too serious, man. It's all just turn up, have fun. If you crack a wall, if you come in last, just having fun with your buddies. So Cull takes the pole position there with Bob in second, Deviant in third, Tommy Roo in fourth, Autosport in fifth, Thunder sixth, J-Car in seventh, JC eighth is Oliver, with ninth going to the Faceless Boy, but he's got points to give away, ladies and gentlemen. He's rolling in the deep. So that is it. Thunder wants a little wee break, and we are going for a 2017 start. So you get to listen. We can look at these results for a while, and yeah, we'll just have a chat. We'll just have a chill out and chat, you know? Chill out and chat with Thingy. It's been a tough week, ladies and gentlemen. I've got sad news. Well, it's not overly sad, it's kind of sad. I don't know if I may have mentioned, you may have known, but I have had a Ford Focus for a while now, and I am somewhat a car killer. I buy a car for £100,000. It has to have at least 6 months at MOT, and my aim is to kill that car before the MOT runs out, or that car will never get past that MOT, and it will never survive the wrath of Thingy. But the Focus, ladies and gentlemen, that beautiful blue little beast, that 2-litre turbo diesel injected mofo, has stuck with it through 4 years of Thingy's abuse. 4 years of absolute abuse, ladies and gentlemen. She held strong, but alas, the time has come, and she cannot take it no more. And she looks like she may be going to the big scrapyard in the sky, ladies and gentlemen. But I've introduced a new lady in my life. And I must say, ladies and gentlemen, I'm smitten. I'm in love. I don't even think about Felicity Ford anymore, because I have Martha Minnie in my life now, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, she's ancient. She's beautiful. And I am having a ball driving a woman's car. It's amazing. I don't need testicles anymore. I drive at 70. I'm happy to do so. That's what I feel about this Mini. This is the connection we have. Ah, happy days. Right, they should be racing. I hope I'm not missing it. No. And here we go. We are now, ladies and gentlemen. Feel better, Adnat? 30-minute race, ladies and gentlemen.
See, my mum had a 2000 plate Ford Focus that did 250,000 miles.
Yeah, mine's just
until it wasn't XD.
240,000. My little Felicity got to.
Anymore. Thingy. 2025.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, ready for the race. The lights are going to drop, and A. Cull is going to wake up. And yes, what a great start then from the Cull as Bob chases him down, and it again is the 3 Nissans in the lead. The Playboy sponsored Nissans are rife in this season, and they have been strong. Autosport and Tommy Roo going side by side, and Autosport being very brave there, going up against the Roo. The Roo takes scalps, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder just behind, and we've lost Autosport. Oh no, Autosport's going across country, ladies and gentlemen, and we've also got a car off. Oh, A. Cull, I mean. Oh my good golly gosh. Defacious Boy is up and into 8th place. And JC down in 9th spot. So the Bob leads, ladies and gentlemen. No damage on his car. He's on the medium tyre. Deviant is on the medium tyre. And he's in 2nd place. Tommy Rue now up into 3rd with Thunder in 4th. And the Oliver is now 5th in his Lexus, ladies and gentlemen. Be standing. Look at him go. And there's a nice gap now building between himself and Autosport, who we saw off-road, ladies and gentlemen, bouncing across the sand dunes here. He was definitely having a day at the seaside, but maintaining 6th place and still not carrying any damage. The Cull is on the softs, and we don't know. I pressed Z, but I daren't pull away because there is too much racing to be had here to watch the replay. We might get a chance, and a lovely little move up there. He is on the soft tyres, and he takes the chance, ladies and gentlemen, and he pulls it off up into 6th place. Autosport 7th. The Faces Boy is on their tail in the Honda, and he'll be looking for a scalp or two. And JC, unsure what happened to him off the start, but it's Bob that leads ahead of Deviant, and Tommy Rue in the Lexus in 3rd. But Thunder is looking racy, ladies and gentlemen. He's on those soft tyres as well. I'm sure Rue is on the mediums. He is, ladies and gentlemen. So Thunder is going to be looking rather swift against him. So there was a load of chat whilst that's starting. MJ saying his mum had a 2000 plate Ford Focus that did 250,000 miles, bomb-proof until it wasn't. Reckless saying I don't need testicles anymore, thingy 2025. MJ saying next season is a spec season, most likely, by the way. I'm sick of being shafted by Bop. And Reckless saying looking forward to it. Well, you might want to check your Discord. I sent something over from Reddit that I found that you might find rather interesting, MJ. I'm not sure. It might need a few tweaks. So Bob is leading this race with a Deviant. That's my Reddit voice, if you're wondering. When I'm obscured and lost in the world of Reddit, I start going, oh, Reddit's really interesting. I read about this train that goes 300 miles per hour, and it can also do 200 miles per hour at the same time. And if you add them together, that's 500 miles per hour. That's rather fast for a train, don't you think? So Bob leading the race with Deviant in 2nd, Tommy Rue in 3rd, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder up is Rue, he's right in there. He's right in the Rue. And he's looking for an overtake with those soft tyres, and he only has a small window of opportunity until the tyres will die on him. On board with the Thunder then, lap 3 of this 30-minute race. Bob leads ahead of Deviant with Tommy Rue in 3rd. A-Cull is up to 6th, and he is looking to cut his way through the field. He needs the points, ladies and gentlemen. He cannot let Bob and Deviant gain any kind of advantage here. It's a tight championship, and he has to be within the range of them. Garuda in the chat saying watch this from the pub. Go on my lad, sup it down. Was it sunny in Wales? There must have been some excuse to have a drink. There always is. I know you Welsh. I've worked with you Welsh before. Oh, it's Tuesday, do you want a drink? So Deviant then all up and in the business here. He must have made a mistake because Tommy Rue's there, and Thunder got past the Rue whilst I was reading the chat. As always, you can tell if I go to chat, it's always going to be an overtake I'll miss. So Thunder then right in the busy end of Deviant. Deviant slacking. He's slacking, and Bob is just absolutely tearing away, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant in 2nd with Thunder in 3rd, Rue in 4th, Cull in 5th, and my good golly gosh, yeah, so Cull's got Rue and Ollie going absolutely off-road in the Lexus, showing that it's as good on the grass, man, as it is on the track. And Cull is really starting to cut his way through the traffic. He's going up against the Rue now, and he's got to be careful. He's through already. Oh my good golly gosh. Those soft tyres are working hard for Cull. They must have absolutely hit their peak temperature at the moment, because Thunder also going great guns, but Deviant's starting to pull away from the Thunder, and now Thunder is in line of fire of the Cull, and the Cull is not taking prisoners right up the inside, and oh my god, it's a day of culling. It's the culling day, ladies and gentlemen, and A-Cull is here to give the culls out. Good golly. Oh, Thunder takes a bash of the barrier, picks up a bit of damage. And can he work that into his strategy, ladies and gentlemen? Will he continue? Will he go in? Oliver is up and into fourth now. Great driving from the OZ. And Autosport in seventh. And that's not bad to say where we've seen him. He's been on a trek and a half to Faceless Boy in eighth. And Thunder does take it in. He's slipping into a strategy, ladies and gentlemen. 30-minute race. So a medium tyres, good, should get him to the end. So, yes. That's not the worst time to get damage. Bob leads with Deviant in second. Cull is on the move. He's not hanging around, let's say. He's got a little nip on. 3/10 up this race and this lap. He's on the soft tyres, remember. The guys ahead of him on the medium tyres, but still, he is flying with Oliver in fourth. The Roo is fifth. Up to third at some point, losing a spot to Oliver as well. And now Oliver, the top Lexus driver, and it's looking fantastic for him at the moment. And the Roo not enjoying those medium tyres because Oliver's on the softs. Then we have Autosport. He's on the medium tyres also, with the Faceless Boy on the softs and not making an impression, really. You would expect him. In practice, he looks rather handy. So the Faceless Boy seeming to not have the pace needed to get a move on Autosport ahead of him. Autosport is a GT1 driver, though. He's fighting for his position there to stay into the GT1 category. Faceless Boy fighting for his way up, so it's quite a thing with these two on track together. Thunder, he's also in that relegation zone. He wants to get as many points as he possibly can, and this is not good for him. Running around in eighth with a few no-shows, though. It's not bad. There's not going to be as many points being picked up, and I'm not sure where JC is. I think he must be a P1. Not in any kind of category, just racing a couple of races until they put him in a category. So Bob at the moment in the lead. Cull has got past his man Deviant. Unbelievable stuff. The Cull is on the shift. He's not hanging around, baby. And Oliver then is under threat. No, he wasn't. I thought I saw a car. I thought we saw two cars together. But no, Oliver is safe at the moment. His tyres aren't, though. He's using them up, isn't he? Who's the other one on softs? Yeah, Deviant's barely braced them yet. But Oliver almost halfway through. Autosport on those medium tyres then will be closing in on Oliver pretty soon. Oliver doing a 28.0 last time out. And Autosport now in the 27s just. And yes, there's only one way Oliver's going now, and it should be to the pits. But he's not, ladies and gentlemen. His tyre isn't as fast, is it though? Let's have a look. No, certainly not. That tyre is not as fast as the medium tyre at this point. Definitely Autosport is getting more, extracting more out of his tyre. Well, I don't know, I said 31, not 27. So yeah, at the moment Autosport extracting more out the medium than Oliver can in with the soft tyre. And there's still 21 minutes left of racing here. Bob happy on mediums, comfortable time 26.7. The Cull 25.8, almost a second faster, ladies and gentlemen. But his tyres do look like they're heading towards halfway, so he will be feeling a slight slippage below him. When he turns in, the car will not respond as much as it would have done the lap before. So Cull will be now starting to have to adapt to the slippery conditions of his tyres. Bob at the moment probably still feeling the grip, and he's taking risks, ladies and gentlemen. He threw that through, and that is the concern. When the tyres start going, the def chicane really does come into its own. Ooh, see, as you see there with Oliver, no grip, and sliding right out to the wall. Autosport as well, good stuff. He was 5 seconds behind Oliver. Look, already now 2 seconds. It's time for a pit stop. It's time to go in the pits. It's time to see your pit crew. Did he cross the white line? Probably. Autosport then will move up into fourth place, but now it is a battle of strategy. When does Autosport put the soft tyre on? Can he get the overlap done on Oliver? And when Oliver does the soft stint, when Oliver does the medium stint, can he maintain a good pace of what Autosport has done on his medium tyre? It is a lot of mathematical statistications and all sorts of things. You need a whiteboard and at least 3 different colour marker pens. Tommy Roo in 5th place, 1.7 seconds behind Autosport, 3.8 seconds ahead of the Faceless Boy, who's now up into 6th place, taken his soft tyres up to 11 minutes, making it easier on the mediums, but he doesn't want to lose too much grip. He also is in the 29s. Oliver is out. He did cross the white line, ladies and gentlemen. It did look that way as he entered the pits. And he's come out. He's got a big 3-second penalty. That's not going to help with his battle ahead with Autosport. That's the bloke. Thunder, who had to make that early pit stop because he hit the wall of the chicane, has gone to the medium tyres. He's running to the end. So Oliver managing to get out ahead of Thunder, but Thunder in the 28.4s with his medium tyres and that Nissan package. Oliver going to have to pay a big penalty here, and that is going to put Thunder up and into 7th place and makes Oliver's life very difficult indeed. The Faceless Boy is getting rid of his soft tyres now, and he should come out hopefully behind Oliver, but Oliver has paid that penalty, and that really could put him in the line of trouble here. The Faceless Boy on his way out, and yes, Oliver losing 2. No, Oliver just about making it through there, but the Faceless Boy is a lot closer than he was previously. They're both on the medium tyre now. The Faceless Boy is going to have to warm his up somewhat, but he is going to be on the back of Oliver pretty soon. Thunder trying to disappear up the road, and the rest of these guys have yet to pit. So Tommy Roo in 5th place, tyres are looking good. He's only 1.7 seconds behind the Cull. The Cull's pitted, ladies and gentlemen, and I totally missed it. He's come in, he's put the medium tyres on. So Autosport now, he's rinsing his mediums. He's up to 3rd. Deviant still on those mediums, and Bob on his. So they've been lasting up to 10 to 11 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So the other the medium runners, they want to time it to perfection, really. They want to they don't want to do it too late in the race so they don't get the full use of the medium tyres. So it is a risk call of when they're going to come in, but around 17 minutes into the race, maybe we might start seeing the medium drivers head into the pits. Interesting stuff, but at the moment they've got to stay on course. There is a mission, and they have to. Oof, that lag is real, isn't it, ladies and gentlemen? So it's making me feel a bit seasick. Deviant is in 2nd place now. He's done a 26.8 on his medium tyres, which is really good. And Bob a 26.7. So not much between 1st and 2nd. Cull now onto the medium tyres. Now remember, when these 2 ahead of him do pit, they're going to be on the soft tyres. So medium's job, Cull's job, is going to be very difficult trying to hold them off. Even if they come out the pits behind him, they are going to be somewhat at an advantage of grip. Autosport down to 4th now, still using those tyres. Like I said, they won't be really thinking about pitting until minute 17 or beyond. Tommy Roo in 5th place, and then we have Thunder, whom has pitted and is trying to take it all the way to the end. He pitted rather early because of damage. And Oliver in 7th place, doing a fantastic job. He's only behind Thunder because he got a pit penalty award, and the Faceless Boy not finding that the Honda's got the pace. We've seen other tracks that he's got a lot more pace than this, and it doesn't look like he's that comfortable in the Honda here. But Garuda has said it's a very skittish machine, and Dragon's Trail, you are asking it to change directions, rather like mid-corner you've got to change direction. So if there's a car that's not overly comfortable with its turning capabilities, then yes, you're going to find it to be a little bit more worse than usual. And that looks like what we're getting with the Honda at the moment, as JC as well. He was in the Lexus, not the Honda, but he's got bloody Honda livery on it, so I'm bound to start thinking. Is a Lexus, isn't it? Yeah. I hate it when I get the cars wrong. It really makes me look stupid. So Bob leads this race 3 seconds ahead of Deviant. He has built himself up a quite nice buffer. Always 2/10 ahead or faster each lap than Deviant. Just matching and going a little faster just to crush Deviant's soul. But Deviant knows how these races pan out, and he knows that his actions start near the end. That's when we see him come to life. Cull at the moment then, God knows what that mistake was at the beginning. Do you think we'd be able to see it? Just for schnizzles. Here we are, it is. Did he just late brake? Oh, he hit the curb and just went out wide, and then that's when we saw Autosport coming through. And Cull, not Cull, JC. What happened to JC and the Faces boy going out wide there? So yeah, Cull just hit the on that first lap, just hit the curb and bounced off. So wow, I can't believe it remembered the replay so long. Wow, good on you. Bob then 3 seconds ahead of Deviant. Oof, he likes to kick up that dirt right near the wall. Cull at the moment in third. We saw what happened to him lap 1, and he's trying to get back, but it's a tough one. Like I said, it's a tough one. He might end up ahead of Bob and Deviant after the pit stops, but Bob and Deviant are gonna be on soft tyres and have a real can-do attitude, so they're going to be coming back at the Cull. Autosport, now we're at that 17-minute mark. Let's see how close I was, ladies and gentlemen, about when they're going to make their pit stop, shall we? MJ says Bob uses carrier pigeon, confirmed, for his internet, and Reckless says extremely lucky not to pick up damage with that. With the dice with the wall. So Autosport still continues on, so they're going to keep their medium tyres going for a little while yet. Oh, JC's left. Oh my God, he's only just come back and he's gone already. My word, JC. Bob then leads 1.4 seconds. Deviant, that's rapidly changed. Bob must have made a mistake. 1:28.5 last time around. Deviant a 1:26.8. So now Bob's struggling. Is it the tyre wear? Was it just a slight, break in concentration? What is happening here? Is Deviant started? Oh, Deviant going sideways though, and this is all great for the Cull, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, overdrive the cars, he says. Oh, that lag didn't know where to put the car, did he? It was like, here we go, we're here. I thought he was definitely heading towards the wall. So, Deviant wants you to subscribe. If this is me, I didn't know. I don't think it is though, because I'm not that friendly with Deviant. I don't know who he is. Subscribe to. Is that thingy? Did he put thingamajig under his spoiler? I can't read it. But if that is, if it is for me, well, bless you. But I'm not overly sure, so I can't read it. Deviant leading then. So where's Bob? Pitted. Totally missed it. Trying to look at what it says on the back of there. Subscribe to. If this for me, shucks, guys. I appreciate it. I can't read it though. Cull. What a battle we're having between the three Nissans. So Cull is ahead of Bob, but Bob's on the soft tyre, ladies and gentlemen. Only 3.5 seconds behind Cull. My head is going to explode. And we've got over 11 minutes, well, just over 10 minutes of racing. Bob's on the soft tyre. He's only 3.5 seconds behind the Cull. Deviant is yet to pit. Thunder is ahead. That early pit stop has really played into Thunder's hands of the rest of the field. Pit Autosports picked up a 3-second penalty, which is going to be Tommy Roo's making, ladies and gentlemen. Tommy Roo on the soft tyre. Autosports on the soft tyre, but have got to pay a penalty. And Thunder is in the similar position as the Cull, as the Tommy Roo on soft tyres coming through. Oliver is in 7th ahead of the Faceless Boy, and we lost a JC. Oh, and there goes Deviant into the pits, ladies and gentlemen. I can barely watch. This is on the edge racing, and Reckless saying it is indeed. It's on the back of all the cars. Oh, is it? Oh, you guys are too much. Oh, shucks. Thank you. Oh, bless you all. Thank you. I don't know what to say. I feel silly. So Cole then in the lead. Bob in second place. And Deviant in third. Cole's there, but he's on the medium tyre, but he's pulled away from the Bob. I mean, I know the first lap, the tyres are cool, the tyres are cold, but Bob, I mean, it looks like his internet is struggling to get around, not Bob. And Deviant then, 4 seconds behind the Bob on the softs. Bob's on the softs. Cole's in the lead with the medium tyres. This is crazy. Thunder is 3 seconds ahead of the Roo, but the Roo's come out on soft tyres and a can-do attitude. And Thunder could be in trouble now with Autosport paying that penalty and staying ahead of Oliver. Fantastic stuff, who is 12 seconds ahead of the Faceless Boy. And I really don't think that the Honda and this track mix. No, they don't play well together. Cool is taking the risk through the chicane, ladies and gentlemen, and I think we're at that point. Oh, Deviant! No, man! We were just saying that it's at that point where no one can lift through the chicane because the points are there. And it's Deviant that's hit the chicane. He's got so much damage. He's 14 seconds ahead of the Thunder. He's got 8 minutes left of racing. Can he carry on? Can Thunder close in? Good golly, he's done quite an extensive... Oh, the damage is gone. The damage is off, ladies and gentlemen. It's not on full, sorry. So there was no need for Thunder to do that early pit stop. Oh, there you go. That's all right then. The damage fixed itself, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my gosh. But Thunder did close in, and now Deviant is way away from the Bob. And Cole, 2.58 seconds ahead of Bob. This is intense. Bob's taken Cole's fastest lap away. And it is a throwdown, ladies and gentlemen, in that Playboy Nissan team. They are throwing down. Oh my word, what an absolute banger. Deviant then, nearly out of the race. I was on my knees on the floor, thinking it was over. I tell you what, Thunder, he's going to struggle to get, well, that car's going to be handling piggish, I tell thee, with the grip that he must be getting at the moment. His last lap was all right, though. He's getting the times out of it, but I would assume that car is a handful. And Tommy Roo on those soft tyres is starting to close right in on the Nissan Auto, and this is great points for Thunder. If he can maintain, though, this will be a great injection into his championship attempts of staying in the GT1 fold. Tommy Roo in fifth with Autosport as well, coming in strong. Thunder could lose both of those before the end of the race. I don't want to be the bringer of gloom, but Tommy Roo, Autosport are in strong positions. Thunder's hand is not that strong. He's going to have to bluff his way to the end. Make out he's got the grip. Scare them from overtaking you. Make them think it's not worth it. Cole leads still. Bob not managing to close in as fast as I thought he would. Cole managing a 25.8 on the medium tyres last time out against a 25.3. Bob is driving like a beast. Deviant lost a bit of time these last couple of laps, but he's getting back into the swing, and Tommy Roo is ahead of Thunder. Sorry, I pulled away at just the wrong time, but Tommy Roo is through, and Thunder now down to fifth, and his main concerns is the little red Lexus coming in behind, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder having to stand strong on an old set of mediums. It's tight, it's a struggle for him, and Tommy Roo flying at the moment, taking no prisoners. 14 seconds to Deviant, though, is a big ask. And Oliver, 11 seconds shy of Autosport. Oliver was having such a good race. He got that 3-second penalty and kind of lost track of the pack. And I believe the Faceless Boy, we know he's faster than this, so we know that Honda really does not like this track, we believe. So Cole at the moment still in the lead, 1.2 seconds, but Bob is coming in hot, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to get it down to the 124s before the end of this race if his tyres can hang on and his internet. Deviant, it looks safe for Deviant. He's going to get third. It's going to take some work for Tommy Rue to close in on him. He is on the soft tyre, but so is Deviant. Thunder clinging on in there, and Autosport is starting to breathe heavily down his neck. And you can see the lack of grip that Nissan's got as it swings out wide, and Autosport's he's just taking candy from a baby. He's like, wow, all I have to do is just stay close to you in a corner because you'll just slide right to the back of it, brake really early, and that's Autosport up. He's gone past the lame dog, ladies and gentlemen. He kicked it while he went past. Autosport and Thunder fighting for position in the championship, remember? So this is an absolute humongous hit to Thunder, although he is staying with Autosport and hoping to get something out of it. Now Cole still ahead, half a second in it, ladies and gentlemen. We've got just over 3 minutes on the clock, and Bob is looming large in the Cole's rear view mirror. Cole pushing as hard as he can, and this is great for Bob because Cole's medium tyres are going to be a little bit slippery. So if he can push Cole into a mistake or a sliding into a barrier, it's a double win for Bob because Bob is thinking of the championship. I think, is it Deviant that's leading the championship at the moment? So he's got Deviant just behind. If he can put Cole and himself, Cole between him and Deviant, that would be great stuff for the points. Cole at the moment though seems to have it all under control, pulling away from the Bob. Bob got a little safe in the chicane, and Cole absolutely nailed it. So Cole doesn't look like he's given up on this win yet, ladies and gentlemen. We shouldn't either. And Bob's got a lot of work to do. Deviant in third, it's safe. Tommy Rue 7/10 ahead of Autosport. Autosport's having a last dash, ladies and gentlemen. 2 minutes from the flag, and I think Autosport is pushing on now. He's closing in. He fancies his chances. Oh man. Chunky in the chat saying, how many crashes have I missed? Do you know what? It's not been too bad. We've had a couple of barrier knocks, but nothing too bad. Cole lost the lead on the first lap by bouncing over a curb, but he pulled it back. Now the Bob is rinsing it on soft tyres and closing in, but he can't get within Cole. Cole goes through the chicane like a monster, and Bob can't match him. Look at this, 7/10, but after they go through the chicane, it goes up to a second. Ooh. Look, a second, what did I tell you? Bob just hasn't got, he can't get through that chicane. Like, oh, Bob hit something. Bob hit the chicane as well, so Cole is nailing it every time, and Bob just can't. He can't get through the chicane as fast as Cole, and that is what's saving Cole at the moment, because this should easily be Bob's win on them soft tyres. 3.5 seconds behind he came out the pits, and Cole really has done something rather amazing, it has to be said. Bob has put every effort in and done nothing wrong. He has been Pro Sim Racer-esque, but Cole has he's gone into that chicane fearless, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant, he put up a fight. Oh, and he's got the fastest lap of the race so far, which will annoy Cole and the Bob, because that's a point, and he's a championship leader at the moment. Tommy Rue in fourth. Autosport's dropped away from him. Thunder's tyres just can't live with it, and for some reason, Oliver's catching him up. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, that's right. So Oliver might be up for some point. Oh, no, Thunder's just finished ahead of Oliver. And the Faceless Boy will finish in 8th. Cool then. This is the last lap, ladies and gentlemen. I was so wrapped up in this race, I didn't realise the time. Cool. It's looking certain for him, isn't he? The Bob cannot live with him. And I think Bob's tyres are past their best. And everyone else looks pretty safe in their positions. Autosport was pushing on for Tommy Roo, but it looks like Tommy Roo's got him matched now. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The first race of this evening goes to the Cull. Great drive. Bob, amazing drive. And Deviant, strong drive. Fantastic stuff. Great podium for the Deviant. I know he wanted to get more from that after leading early on, but it's points, man. You've got to think of the championship. Tommy Roo in 4th spot. Great stuff. Great strategy did that for him, getting ahead of Thunder, with Thunder on those old medium tyres. So Tommy Roo gaining 4th place with those soft tyres at the end there. Great drive. And Autosport going home 5th, but more importantly in front of Thunder, his closest rival in the championship. So cool. Absolutely slam dunk that one, ladies and gentlemen. A great drive. Just bravery, just pure bravery through the chicane kept the lead of that race for him. So well done to that man there. Take a boo. Let's have a look. Oh no, let's grab one of those. And then let's have... Oh, no, I'm doing it all wrong, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look at the results. There you go. That's what you want to see. So, Cole, as we have already mentioned, took the win, and it's a top 3 Nissan Nismo lockout once again. And, yes, it does look like the Nissan is the OP car. Is it, though? Is it? Because Thunder's down in 6th place. You've got some Lexuses in there, so... But yes, we've got no Audis today at all. No Audi drivers turned up for the... this is probably the closest, it's a European race. It's just a Japanese Cup again. And
Audi's a loudly crying face.
MJ in the chat saying... Spec series it is then. And Chunky Ribena saying, where's my Audi's at? They've all gone and given up. So Cole took the win. Bob in 2nd, Deviant in 3rd with a Nissan lockout. Tommy Roo in the Lexus coming home in 4th with the Autosport in his Lexus coming home in 5th. Thunder in 6th, but I think that's more down to his strategy, because he came in early. And those medium tyres just had no fight in them in the end. So Roo and Autosport got by him. Oliver in 7th. It was looking good for Oliver. He got that penalty. And then, I don't know, he just dropped off the world. I think he started looking for Pokemons rather than racing. And the Faceless Boy in 8th. And we lost JC, unfortunately, somewhere along the way.
Has Liverygate ruined our racing focus?
Right then, let's get these things done, the settings. So we're heading into a 1-hour race. I can't remember. I think the grid is I'm not even going to guess. We'll find out when we get there what the grid looks like, because I cannot for the life of me remember. We've done an hour and a half race since. So Chunky Ribena said, MJ says Chunky Ribena got lost of time arguing over sofas. AH Gaming saying, Deviant here, this track is awful. And Chunky saying, has Liverygate ruined our racing focus? Oh my. No pink cars. We've got no pink. All pink cars have been banned this race. We had an abundance of pink cars at Le Mans. And then this race, we've got no pink cars whatsoever. We've gone extreme. It's extreme out there. MJ saying, no, I just ended up getting distracted. Hey, grown-up things just get in the way sometimes. Ooh, Monza's the next one. That's going to be... Well, the Audis have got to find some pace.
I'm so excited.
and MJ's excited about the Monza race next Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Jot it down in your diary. So Adnap giving a heads up, especially to Bob. Bob usually misses at the beginning. He's missed more beginnings of the second race than I have. And I've missed a couple. Look at me, I've not even gone out for any Pilates or yoga this time. And Deviant saying Monza can't come soon enough. MJ saying Monza with no chicane, might I add. Reckless saying the most Audi race ever. And Chunky Ribena saying I hate Monza with as much passion as Italians love a Ferrari win there. Monza's alright, it's simple, isn't it? There's not many corners, you don't have to use your brain too much. There's no bloody corkscrews or death chicanes to deal with. I just think of it as like it's like Le Mans but smaller. So yeah, it's a reverse grid, ladies and gentlemen. Softs for Faceless Boy. Oliver's on the softs, mediums for Thunder, mediums for Autosport, Rue's on the mediums, Deviant mediums, Bob soft, Cool soft. It's race time. Let's go! Faceless Boy on a good start, but it looks like Oliver's Lexus is absolutely flying, ladies and gentlemen. And a great start from Oliver. Thunder there on the medium tyre, trying to keep that tidal wave of Group 2 cars behind him. And it's a tough job. But he's managed it. He's managed to stay in third as one of the Playboy Nissans up high on the curbs, ladies and gentlemen. But Oliver has made a bolt for it. Autosport up into second. We've got someone off. It's Thunder, ladies and gentlemen. Thunder taking a detour. Faceless Boy up to third, who started on pole. Deviant now up into fourth place. And he's on the medium tyres with Bob behind him on the soft tyre. Tommy Rue with a bit of damage on the front of his Lexus. Looks like he's rear-ended someone. And Cole trying to come through, and he does around the Rue. Now, we saw the damage clear up last race, so yeah, there it goes. It's gone. It's gone, ladies and gentlemen. And Thunder then, he made that detour on the beginning. Oh, this is not a great race for Thunder. And Oliver absolutely spreading his wings, ladies and gentlemen. Fly, my sweet, fly. And Autosport chasing him down, though. Two Lexis lead this race, with the next one being the Nissan of Cull, who's already got himself past Deviant. Cull is on a shuffle. Cull is shuffling already. He's already with a win under his boat, and there we go. They're like the bullies they are. Here come the Nissans. Third, fourth, fifth in a row, hunting down the Lexuses, ladies and gentlemen, like sharks in bloodied water. And Chunky saying, Reckless, that was said about lemons. And MJ saying Audi should be able to hit VMAX without the chicane at turn one. Ooh, interesting. So Bob then, Deviant and Cull lined up, hunting themselves wabbits. I'm going to catch a wabbit. Oliver at the moment doing an absolute super job out there in the lead, 1.1 seconds ahead of Autosports, with Cull in third, Deviant in fourth, but Bob is knocking on the door and he says, let me in. Oh my good golly gosh. Little pig, let me in. And Deviant should have said, not by the hair of my chinny chin, but he did not. And Deviant then, he's on the medium. In all fairness, Deviant's on the medium tyre. He built his house out of hay, ladies and gentlemen. And Bob huffed and he puffed. And Deviant's mediums just weren't enough. Tommy Rue on the mediums as well, looking awfully close to the Nissan ahead. At the moment, Oliver leads. Soft tyres, 1.3 seconds ahead of Autosport, but Autosport is being harangued and harassed by the Cull, and the Cull is up and at him, ladies and gentlemen. The Cull just drove past Autosport like he was not there. The medium tyre is slow. Next to that soft, a primed soft in the temperature range is absolutely smashing around Dragon's Trail. But remember, the jeopardy of that soft tyre is they could be going destination F'd in the death chicane. In the chat then, Reckless saying Cull is just a soft tyre merchant, I'm afraid. And Chunky saying, should. So Bob now lining up the sports. Autosport on those medium tyres, doing a super job navigating his way through the chicane like a boss. And the Bob on the soft tyres coming in tight. Oliver there on soft tyres, 3/10 ahead of the Cull. The Cull coming in hard and fast, ladies and gentlemen. There has been no stopping him here at the Dragon's Trail. He is the Dragon Slayer, ladies and gentlemen. Be standing, the Cull, the Dragon Slayer, has arrived, and he goes for the attack of Oliver. Oliver a little wide into that chicane and just hands the position to the Cull. The Cull, pro, sim and racer comes to mind. Oliver in second. The Bob is up and into third, but he is on them soft tyres, and Autosport would have found that a very difficult negotiation. But he's coming back at the Bob. Bob making a small mistake and picking up damage from the rear derriere. It might have been, but Autosport hasn't got damage on the front, so I'm not sure how Bob's picked up his wee bit of damage there. But the Autosport looming large. He's like, good. I am pleased. Oliver at the moment keeping track of the Cull, who is just disappearing into the distance, isn't he, really? And Bob doesn't want to let him get too far away. He's shaking off that damage now, and he is hard at it with Autosport in fourth, sorry. Ooh, did Bob just give his back end a whack? No, it's just a weird lag. Autosport in fourth, Tommy Roo in fifth. The Faceless Boy is in sixth. He's on the soft tyre, and he's getting a similar lap time from last time. Maybe he's starting to get into... Oh my good golly gosh. That's a hell of a lot of damage for Deviant. He sent it into the chicane, didn't he, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, well, Thunder's caught him up and goes by, and poor old Deviant. He did say he didn't like this track. Let's have a look. I don't think we got it, did we? No, all the damage is there, and he's just driving away from the scene of the crime. So, lucky for him, we missed it. We missed it, Deviant. We didn't get to see your big explosion. Your big 18 moment. Dun, 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 dun. Crunch. So Cull leads this race ahead of Oliver with Bob in chase, and he's going for gold, ladies and gentlemen. He's pushing on, and Oliver, all he can do is just keep to his braking markers, point at the apexes. Do not try to overdrive the car. Do not try to compensate. Bob is a very fast driver. Race your race, Oliver. Let those around you make their own mistakes, and you stick to your guns, my son. So Oliver then doing a fantastic job. He's not been shaken up. He's staying cool as a cucumber right now, ladies and gentlemen. And that's more than I can manage. By this time, my heart is in my mouth. It's dry. Mum's spaghetti, all of that. So Bob pushing on hard. Autosports as well, with those medium tyres, keeping track of the cars ahead. That is fantastic stuff. He might be... Has the soft tyres going off this early? I can't imagine, but... Yeah, Oliver's struggling with his soft tyres already. Lap 6, 8 minutes. He was about 10 minutes in the sprint, but maybe it's later in the day and hotter sun could be wearing him out. But it does look like Autosport's mediums are giving him better pace. Cull is also on those softs, but he is a tyre whisperer. He is fine. Tommy Roo on the mediums as well in the 28.8s. Autosport doing a 28.0 that last time around. That is some impressive time. The Faceless Boy at the moment 6th, ahead of Deviant, who has had his issues. And Thunder also having issues earlier in the race. So Autosport, wait here. Bob now making the move on Oliver. Oliver's tyres are spent, but what can he do? He can't. He'd be making a couple of pit stops. He wants those tyres to go longer. He may have, should have started on the mediums, and then if they didn't last, think about that. Well, the hards are so bad though. There's no reason to put the hards on because they don't last that much longer, but they're so much worse when they wear down. So they're not usable, unfortunately. But we have seen people putting the hards on, I'm sure, this championship, this season. Cull at the moment, no, he's living with the softs. Bob is okay with the softs. Oliver not so much. Autosport is catching him up. 28.6 last time around, and Tommy Rue 27.3, ladies and gentlemen. Oliver, honestly, man, you're going to be losing too much time. I know it's a lot of pit stops, but it's not a long pit stop, if I remember rightly, and you may have to, because the medium runners behind you are starting to close in quite fast. Cull happy with his, Bob happy with his. It's Oliver really who has to make some big decisions about his tyres. He can't even drive through the chicane, ladies and gentlemen, with those tyres. I don't think there's big decisions. I think he's got a pit. I think he'd be mad if he drives past that pit this time round. Rob in the chat saying, good evening, sir. Happy Good Friday. And Vodka Rob saying, sorry I'm late. I've just been doing some weekly challenges. And there we go. Oliver is into the pits. I love it when a plan comes together. Yes, Vodka Rob, I hope you've enjoyed your challenges. I haven't even looked which ones they are. I sometimes do them and sometimes I don't. I did them ones the other week until you got to race 3 and you had to use that Aston Martin monstrosity. I tell you what, GT7 doesn't sell those supercars very well, do they? Because I have a go and they're horrible to drive, and I just think, who would buy this in real life if this is how this car feels? But yeah, was it a Vanquish or something? Aston Martin Vanquish race, a special race? Horrible, horrible. Couldn't brake, couldn't accelerate, couldn't do sod all. Did not enjoy. That's my review of the last week's challenges that you can't even do anymore. I'm so up to date. Maybe that guy could do that feature. Just wait about 6 weeks and then do a review of the challenges that you can't even take anymore and say, yeah, they were rubbish. They're not always rubbish. It's just sometimes I've already done them. I think if you've already done them, if you've already done that menu and you've already won that race, well, why they shouldn't make you do it again. Just say, yeah, you've already done that one. Well done. Pat on the back for playing our game. We appreciate you. Bob's into the pits whilst I'm having my mid-race rant. TDR Autosport goes up a position, as does Tommy Rue, and Tommy Rue at 27.9 last time out. Autosport 27.6, so Autosport has enough in the bag to go against the Rue. He's not scared of Tommy. Tommy hasn't got the pace that Autosport's got. Autosport is showing it, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant up to 4th place. The race starting to come to him as the rest of the field pits. Oh my good golly gosh. Bob and Oliver. Oh no. Bob and Oliver come across each other as they come out the pits. And it has not ended well for the Oliver, who was having a fantastic race, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you've got to feel your heart has got to drop for the man. Oh, wow, what happened? I saw they were alongside each other. So what's going on here? So Bob's come out the pits. Oliver's come across him. Oh, and I think he's just tried to go around him and ended up on the grass. And, oh, my Lord. Oh, boy, I think Oliver just got over. All the blood rushed to his right foot, and he just didn't brake enough. What a shame. But Cole's still out there. He has not pitted yet, ladies and gentlemen. Autosport is having a fine race, but it does look like Tommy Rue has closed in somewhat. He's within a second of Autosport. This is tight racing between the Lexus runners. Deviant in 4th, yet to pit. And Vodka Rob saying the Nord is the final one, and I started the race and was struggling like hell to keep up. Then I realised I hadn't got a turbo fitted. Great stuff. Reckless saying that's a disqualification in my books. And Chunky saying, why was Bob on the left of the track? There you go. See, our chat He was blocking, was what he was doing.
I wonder if he's just not seen him.
And Cole there, I think Chunky had that situation. I think someone came out of the pits and pulled out in front of him and stuff. Oh, I don't know, Oliver. I don't know if he shoved you off, but he shouldn't have been there. You're right. He should have stayed on the inside. But yeah, on the replay, it didn't look like there was contact. It looked like you drove around him and then ended up off the road. But yeah, as the chat has pointed out, Bob should have probably stuck to the right, I guess. So anyway, Cole's leading this race. Oh, poor Oliver. He'll be distraught, man. He was having an absolute cracking race. You've got to feel for him. Let's hope he can pick himself up. Just get back on that pace. Still positions to get here, Ollie. Come on, my friend. You can do this. Don't let it get in your head. Just get on with racing. This is the Pro Sim Racer way. This is the mind games as well. Bob knew exactly where you wanted to be, and he placed his car exactly where I've raced people, and it's so annoying. It's so, but it's Pro Sim Racing. It's not real racing. They can put their cars there. It's unregulated racing. It's the Wild West. You've got to, it's like in daily races. You know they're going to try and sideswipe you. You know they're going to try and hit you. You've got to adapt your driving to that. You've got to think about what your opponent could do to destroy you, and you have to account for that part of Pro Sim Racing, I'm afraid. It's there, it's ugly, but it is a part of it. It's like engine braking. There's nothing can be done about it. I mean, it'd be lovely if the engines broke, but they don't. So Pro Sim racers, they use the gears to get around corners. They work out where the penalties are so they can cut the corners. It's you will always get your racers that will find any kind of hack in a race that they can. And you have to be better than that. You have to account for that. Cole's going into the pits now, ladies and gentlemen, as Autosport and Tommy Roo continue that battle. And Tommy Roo cannot close in. He cannot get any closer. And in the chat then, Vodka Rob saying, I wonder if he's just not seen him. Chunky saying he must have seen you would be on the right for the left turn. And Garuda saying, go on, TDR. Go on, TDR. Oh, yeah, TDR Autosport's leading. Sorry, yeah. Everyone's pitted, and now Autosport is leading this race with Tommy Roo in second. Cole's come out of the pits just behind him. Another set of soft tyres. So, he's dead. Well, I guess with the way the tyres are wearing, and they're not going to use the hard tyre, then yeah, there's going to be more than one pit stop in this race, ladies and gentlemen. And Cole coming out for another run on the soft tyre, coming across Autosport and Roo, who is pulling away. Autosport pulling away from the Roo. Now, Roo, we know, can defend a spot. Ask Chunky. And no, Cole makes short work of it, down into the braking zone, up the inside, and textbook overtake, ladies and gentlemen. He is on a brand spanking set of soft tyres, which will be helping him with the grip. And Tommy Roo will be well aware his medium tyres have had their best day. Deviant still continuing on. We saw that he absolutely imploded and exploded his car all at the same time. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, he continued on and at the moment sat in fourth place. Fifth place for the Bob. Where is he? There you go. The cameraman got lost. He couldn't find him. And the Bob making his pit stop also now on the medium tyres, somewhat behind Deviant. What happens? I mean, he had that incident, I know, with Autosport, with Oliver, but I don't know. I thought he would be. Tommy Roo and Deviant haven't pitted yet, I guess, but I didn't know he'd be that far behind Cole. Possibly 2.5 seconds, 6, 8, maybe Cole pulled that much time out. Obviously wasn't paying that much attention, obviously. Chunky saying, guess Roo only defends against Audis. Vodka Rob saying, that Playboy livery looks good. And Vodka Rob saying, I love a bit of silver and black. Oh, they've got tinges of colour to make them different. It's awesome. When you get a close look at them, like the green one's got a green, like, hue in the silver. It's really clever vodka, Rob. So Cull has taken Autosport. Autosport slinging it into barriers, but he hasn't damaged anything. Don't fret, Autosport. Do not worry. I don't believe Cull was ever your race anyway. It's Rue and the Bob, and at the moment the Bob is miles behind, so it's not looking too bad, Autosport. So Autosport staying ahead of the Rue by 1.8 seconds. The Rue was on Autosport's tail for the longest time, got into the half-second region, but has slipped back, and Autosport has had more than enough in his Lexus, in his pocket, to stay ahead of the Rue so far. Deviant having absolute huge damage early in this race, dropping to the back, has slowly chipped away, has not pitted, and is sitting in fourth. Well, Autosport and Rue and Deviant all not pitting. Bob has pitted. I don't think Thunder's pitted either. Faceless Boy has pitted, and he's ahead of Oliver, who had pitted, come out, and no, he was already out, but I think he has pitted, but he came out and Bob was right just ahead of him, and it all just went to pot. Cull leads ahead of Autosport. Autosport 1.5 now. Tommy Rue trying to close in. Oh my gosh. Trying to close in on his fellow Lexus driver, ladies and gentlemen. And 6 seconds behind him, Deviant. If Deviant's putting in some lap times, these two might be rather nervous. Their tyres are around just less than halfway damaged, halfway degraded. And so Deviant's, I think the last time we saw him, his tyre wear was somewhat worse than theirs. Bob will be closing in on Deviant, I imagine, hand over fist, as it looks like Tommy Rue closing right in on Autosport now. And these two don't really want to cost each other too much time, because they could really want to get out the pits as close to the Bob as they possibly could. And Chunky saying you're welcome for the colour additions. Oh, is that you, Chunky? Well done. Cheers, man. They do look good. And I can tell which one's which. Well, I can tell that they're different, at least. So Tommy Rue then, 9/10. He's wanting to close in on Autosport. Autosport at the moment having an absolute cracking drive. And he could be staring down the barrel of a podium here if he plays his cards right. Breaking that Nissan stronghold at the top. It would be lovely to see a Nissan in the top three, as these two, a Nissan and a Lexus in the top three, trying to break that stronghold that the Nissans hold. And Tommy Rue then down to 6/10. Oh, the back end of the Lexus just wanting not to play. And now he's in the tow as we head towards the first corner. First corner is a flat out right-hander, but the tow doesn't seem to be doing him anything, and then heavy braking into a uphill chicane, and I don't know if there's anything he can do in that chicane. Autosport looked like he had a squirrel on coming out of it. The tyre wear is nothing different between the two of them. Deviant 1.5 seconds, his tyres are shot. He's not closing in on those guys, but Bob is. He's on the mediums as well, and he's getting through them. So the question is, when will they pit? And Rob saying, I've got to be fish and chips for a Good Friday, ain't it? Yeah, Chunky as well. Too right, Rob. Already had mine. And Vodka Rob saying, I've just put my order in. You'll be disappointed what I had. I didn't have much time before the stream, so I've had a good old-fashioned beans on toast. And I've got to tell you, it was spanking. Absolutely spanking. Beans on toast with a bit of grated cheese in there, and pepper and brown sauce, Big Daddy's brown sauce. Actually, we got HP, sorry. And I've got to say, nothing hits the spot better. And MJ saying, can you go wrong with that? No, my friend, that is a good, wholesome meal. Get you through to the next stop kind of meal. Cole leads this race. Autosport still ahead of the Rue. Still yet to pit. These two, it's going to be a blink and miss it. It's who's going to flinch first between Autosport and Tommy Roo on the pit stop strategy. Deviant as well, trying to close in now. Bob has closed in on Deviant. Deviant is going to have his hands full, but I mean, it's a team game. He should let him by, but he's got his own championship to worry about, and I think the Nissan Playboy team are going to start having a bit of inter-team battling. And I can't imagine Deviant is going to want to give anything away to the Bob. Deviant being the leader of the pack at the moment, but with Cull scoring this round, it does look like A. Cull will go ahead of the Deviant in the championship table. And Vodka saying, didn't you have cheese on your beans? Yeah, a bit of grated cheese on the toast below the beans. So the grated cheese goes onto the toast, then the beans go on top of the grated cheese and it creates this kind of nice, weird, gooey cheese texture underneath your beans. It's just the business. And Chucky Rybian is saying, so if TDR and Tommy go another, I've gone low power, go another 10-15 minutes, jump to softs. That's Chunky's. Oh, they're in now though, unfortunately. As I was reading it, they'd both come in. So no, they're going for another. No, well, we don't know until they come out. It is a tricky one. What are we at? We're at 25 minutes. They wouldn't get softs to last half a race. Those softs were lasting about 10 minutes at best in the sprint. So Cull then. He's done 2 sets of soft. This is his second set of soft, so he's got to make another pit stop for mediums at least. Deviant has yet to pit, has moved up to second. Bob started on the softs, I believe. He's used, and now he's gone on to the mediums. So he's used both compounds, but it's questionable if he can get to the end of the race with that. Autosport are back out, but it's very close between himself and the Roo. Autosport mediums. The Roo's gone medium, so they will be doing a short blast stint at the end on a set of soft tyres, it seems. Oliver, up to 6th now. He will be absolutely fuming, but his lap times have been good. He hasn't let it get into his head. He has got on with what he needs to get on with. And still ahead of Thunder, whom is his closest rival in the race. He's halfway through his medium tyres. He can go a little longer. Oh, Thunder not liking the grip his new mediums are offering him, and he is slinging Nissan, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant has gone in. The Deviant has gone in. Bob moves up to second place, but some 20 seconds behind the race leader, ladies and gentlemen. And the Cull really is driving in a realm of his own. He really is. It's something special out there. Absolutely special stuff from the Deviant. I mean, Cull as well. Sorry. It's because I've got to plug my iPad in, so I wasn't really thinking. Thunder is unhappy. Thunder is unhappy. He's got damage. It's all right. Your damage will go, bud. Don't worry. But yeah, Thunder not liking this track. Oliver at the moment 15 seconds behind the Deviant, who's just made a stop to softs, and now he wants to do some damage to the Lexus ahead of him. He wants to get in there and mess things up, bruv. So Deviant onto the soft tyres and coming across Tommy Roo and Autosport. Vodka Rob saying, I've managed to find another 2 seconds a lap practicing for Sunday at Austria. Still be a good way off the top guys though. Oh, what, in the rain? What is the point in practicing in the rain? You never know what's going to happen and who's going to slide into you. You may as well just show up and hope for the best. I hate rain races, ladies and gents, I've got to say. I don't like driving in them. Like rally games. Weird, isn't it? Like games with not much grip where you slide around mud tracks, but put a bit of rain on the track in Gran Turismo, and I'm like, oh, do we have to? It's just really grey and boring, isn't it? It's just horrible. It's like it can still look bright and vibrant in the rain. You don't have to make it look so morbid and grey and horrible. What's that about? I don't get it. I remember in the older games they used to do rain at like night time in the Tokyo track, and it looked beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It used to, all the lights shined off the road, and it looks vibrant. Now, everything just looks grey and dull, and like, the place is dead. Right, where were we? So Deviant, yeah, we're on board with Deviant because he's got some soft tyres on, and he's going to start messing things up ahead of him for Autosport and the Bob. Jesus, how many soapboxes have I got on in this stream? I've had a bit of a rant about a few things, haven't I? Wowzers, sorry guys. Like, you're tuning in, you want to come and watch a race, not my opinion on things. Oh yeah. Oh, wowzers! My good golly gosh. So, I don't know when we overtook Tommy Roo. I wasn't paying attention. But Autosport, oh Autosport, under the pressure of the Deviant as he closed in and just out of the corner of our eye, I saw a horrible sight. Autosport, the race of his life, ladies and gentlemen. And he was slapping until he slapped. That was weird, wasn't it? That was weird. It seemed like he got through all right, but the car just didn't turn back the other way. It's like the back end just locked up on him.
I saw Deviant touch the barrier too, just a tad.
Ooh, ladies and gentlemen. In the chat then. In the chat. Chunkies in RIP TDR. MJ saying he is lucky to escape that. MJ saying I thought I saw Deviant touch the barrier too, just a tad. Well, he's yeah. Well, it would have worn off by now. Although Autosports has. It's not terrible for Autosport. He's only dropped a position. Deviant more than likely was going to overtake him anyway. He's lost time though, hasn't he? That's something he can't get back. Chunky saying, cue the Discord video of TDR angry shouting. Yes, every race now, innit? It's like the weekly cool down room and the weekly what is Autosport going to scream about. And Vodka saying, I love the Nord in the early morning when you see the smoke from people cooking their breakfast and the mist rising up off the track. Mint graphics. Fair enough, yes. Yeah, the rain tracks, like I said, they're just grey. It just gets a little bit like, oh. Cole is used up his second set of soft tyres, but he's 30 seconds ahead of the Bob. I mean, he pits, he's going to come out ahead of the Bob, but well, yeah. He hasn't used the softs yet. I imagine, possibly, it's still not enough time, is there, on the clock to use a set of softs. He's used 2 sets of softs up in like 31 minutes, 32 minutes. That's a lot of soft tyres. Bob at the moment, still a bit of running left to do with the Deviant in third now. Absolutely banging. The Nissans hounding the Dragon's Trail with Tommy Roo in 4th place now ahead of Autosport as he bit the barrier, ladies and gentlemen. And Oliver on a comeback. He was doing superb early doors in this race. And him and Bob had a moment. I'm sure there's going to be tickets flying in. And then we'll find out who's at fault. Chunky saying my phone was also on 69% battery. Oh, yeah. 69, baby. So, Oliver, 6th, but Thunder is closing in. Thunder, who has messaged us all to say he hates this track, goes for a move on Oliver, and he makes it look easy in the Nissan on the Lexus, and the Lexus tyres are pretty much done and dusted, and Thunder then up and into 6th place, only 6 seconds behind Autosport. Autosport did a 27.2 last time out. Thunder at 27.1. It's race on, ladies and gentlemen. Autosport versus Thunder in the championship, on the track. They just keep finding each other. Although Oliver wants to be involved, his tyres are done, son. Take a seat. And Autosport then has to watch his behind rear air as Tommy Roo has got a load of space and time. He should make a consortium. Deviant, 9 seconds adrift of the Bob, who's 33 seconds adrift of the Cull, who is doing a double pit stop strategy. And I think Bob may have to make another stop as well before the end of the race. But if he doesn't, then he's still got no chance because his tyres will be dead. And MJ saying children. Chunky Ribena says the child. MJ saying I'm legally an adult. Yeah, he bought a sofa today, or he argued over a sofa today. And Chunky saying barely. No. I think if you have to have a proper discussion about what sofa is going to go into your living room, then that's why is that? The faceless boy just pulling out the way, or he had an accident and has got out the way. Oliver into the pits, but Thunder already by. So Oliver is into the pits now. Autosport 6.5 seconds ahead of the Thunder. Tommy Roo all on his own. Deviant 7.8 seconds. Cull's into the pits then. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. 25 minutes just on the clock. It's just under. Cull, can he get a soft set of I mean, he's got to go mediums, and he's done he's done 2 lots of softs, so he'll be onto the medium tyre. Bob's not getting to the end of the race, is he, on those? They are absolutely spent. And Deviant has used a set of mediums and now a set of softs, and the Cull back out on track, medium tyres, and he's close. Is it? No, he's gone. Who was Bob coming across then, coming out the pits? Who else has just had a pit stop? Someone? Anyone? Or was it the faceless boy? Oh, right. Yeah, I think it was the faceless boy just coming out the pits. So no, Bob is still, 6 seconds, but a brand new set of tyres for Cull and nearly a full tank. So if that's going by anything, then Bob does not have enough fuel to get to the end, but he can go onto a nice set of soft tyres close to the end and go on the attack. But he's got a long way to make up to catch the Cull after his pit stop. Deviant 7 seconds behind him, and another pit stop to be made. Tommy Roo, not enough fuel to get to the end, I'm afraid, but his tyres are absolutely pristine. And Autosport 16.7 seconds adrift of the Roo, and I think Thunder now is the big concern for Autosport at the moment. But Thunder not enjoying the track. Oliver now making his pit stop, possibly going to the end, possibly riding until the end with the faceless boy. He's cracking on, ladies and gentlemen. You got to give him that. It's not been a fun session for the faceless boy, but he has not giving up. He has cracked on. He will not be defeated by the track. He will stand alone and attack. Catching up with our chat. Chunky saying, anyway, instead of arguing who hasn't hit the like button on the stream. Oh, bless you, man. Thank you very much. It's all very kind of you. So the Cull, 6.1 seconds ahead of the Bob, with Deviant 9.8 seconds behind. Tommy Roo, 2.2 seconds. Tommy Roo's coming back, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? My good golly gosh, I kept saying, Tommy Roo's all on his own. 26.6 from him last time around. Deviant's tyres are shot. He's done a 26.9, but I mean, it's not going to get much better than that, is it, ladies and gentlemen? Those tyres are done. Put a fork in them. And Bob then, 6.5 seconds, but I think Cull's running all the way to the end now. Bob's still having to make a pit stop because he hasn't got the fuel to get to the end. And he's going to try a short burst with the soft tyres, but I think it'll be a little too late by then. Cull was just unstoppable today. And Tommy Roo, he's lost a bit of time to Deviant now. Deviant finding a bit extra. 28.7 that last time around. Tommy Roo, 27.3. So I don't know how he's lost a bit of time to Deviant. 3 seconds. And Deviant coming across a lapped faceless boy. As Autosport pulling away from Thunder. Thunder unable to match Autosport's pace. He does a good lap there. His fastest lap of the race so far, 27.011. But Autosport doing a 26.7 before that on medium tyres in the Lexus. Oliver in 7th, trying to get something out of this race. A race that was looking good for 4th at one point. I'm pretty sure, wasn't he sitting comfortably in that? Well, he was leading at one point until the pit stops. But I mean, it's a big job to try and beat the combo of Cull, Bob, Deviant. So, but yeah, he would have been best of the rest for sure. But he came across the Bob during Bob's pit stops and ended up eating the kitty litter. Faceless boy then, ooh, getting a lap done on him from Deviant, I believe. Look, I'm starting to learn the colours. Bob's red and Cull, I'm not sure. Bob's hit something along the way. Cull's green, that's it. Cull's green, Bob's red, and Deviant is pale blue. Sky blue, you might say. His tyres are shot and Tommy Roo is there and thereabouts. Tommy Roo's not going to be playing. Deviant definitely is going to need the pits, and it looks like Bob's medium tyres are pretty much shot as well. Cull is cruising, ladies and gentlemen, all the way to the checkered flag, I'd say. And I don't think there's anything Autosport can do at the moment to turn this one around. So there's nothing, he can't implement something to try and gain. I thought maybe if he came in, put some soft tyres on and went on the attack for Tommy Roo, whilst Tommy Roo was using the mediums, because Tommy Roo's going to try and rinse the mediums until they're old and haggard. Autosport's got 6 at sea. He's got too much to risk from Thunder behind to start playing with strategies. You didn't know if he could just come in, put some softs on, try and get them to go 20 minutes. I know they only last about 13 minutes, but you never know. You never know. It might be a bit cooler in the day. You got to take a punt now and again. But the risk is too high because Thunder is too close. But we're hoping Thunder might need to make a pit stop as well. Tommy Roo trying to push on to Deviant. Deviant is into the pits now. So Deviant goes into the pits. This will be his final pit stop of the day. I think he's not going to get a choice. He's going to have to take the medium, isn't he, for the rest of the race for it to last. Bob is carrying on a very old set of mediums as the Cull cruisers on. Tommy Roo up to 3rd. TDR is going to go up and into 4th spot. Possibly he is. Deviant's now on his way out. Deviant's on his way out on a set of medium tyres. And that is what we said, wasn't it? Aren't we clever? Pat ourselves on the back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to read the chat now, and it's going to say exactly what I said, and it's going to sound like I read it and just claimed it for myself. So Chunky said, low fuel. And Vodka Rob saying, oops, hang on, I've pressed wrong buttons. This is one stream that I actually always remember to hit the like button. Most other things I watch, I usually forget. Oh, Vodka, you're so cool. Well, what can I say? You're all an amazing community. That's why. So Cull then leads this race, and I don't think he's got any worries. He's like Bob Marley with 3 little birds. He's baby, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing is going to be all right. So the Cull absolutely cruising to a win. Bob is only 10 seconds behind him, but Bob is going to have to commit to a pit stop. Now, Bob is going to put the soft tyre on. Tommy Roo, his fuel hasn't gone down as quick as some of those around him. Deviant has made the move on Autosport. Oh, no, Autosport has had another moment with the barrier, and he's going to lose the position to Thunder, which is what he did not want. And oh, poor old Autosport. Unbelievable. It looks like the death chicane has got him again. And Deviant, no damage. So I would imagine he didn't really, because I knew they were close on track together. But I don't think he's, I think Autosport might have sent it too hard. Oliver at the moment getting the blue flags, that'll be painful because his race was going so well with Faceless Boy in 8th place. And in the chat then, Thingamajig Racing Channel, you need to be more aggressive in asking us to like and sub. I don't like to do it. Chunky Ride Bean is saying 100% MJ, and Oddcroft saying pro cons. I don't like to do it. It's there. You know what it is. Everyone knows how YouTube works. If you like it, like it. If you don't. And subbing, well, if you miss a race, that's, you know, it's free choice, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, I know. I should be like, hey, why don't you hit like, and I don't know. I'll try and think of an interesting way to do it. I'm not sure. It seems, I don't know. But at the moment, Bob is on the low fuel. I like that. I like it when Bob makes a pit stop. Thumbs up, Bob, when you make a... Subliminal. I'm all about the subliminal, you know? The subliminal persuasion. So, Tommy Roo, 3rd. He's that fuel is not going down. I wouldn't be surprised. You know what? It was 30 minutes, he had half a tank. And he's only used a quarter of a tank in 15 minutes. Tommy Roo is driving to the end, I think. I wouldn't have guessed it with that fuel. Deviant with half a tank. Cull has got half a tank. Bob's is rinsed, he's done. Tommy Roo, is he driving to a Delta? And is he gonna... there's an unknown above Tommy Roo here. Thunder at the moment. He's flying now, 27.0, rubbing it into poor old Autosport, who's now in 6th, 42 seconds ahead of Ollie, who's 24 seconds ahead of Faceless Boy. So Faceless Boy, it's not all over for him. There's still racing to be had. Bob into the pits then. Ooh, he picked up damage on his way in, losing time. Tommy Roo will move up to 2nd. And no, I can't believe for a second that fuel's going to get to the end, but every time he goes around, it seems like it's not moving. So, I am not sure. MJ saying Bob's pit strategy is essentially Ferrari, but somehow it manages to work. And Rob saying, I'm the same with my streams. I really just do them so I can watch them back. Well, yeah, they started because, yeah, I was racing with the group, and it seemed like, wouldn't it be fun if we could just watch the race back? Because you never know what goes on in a race. When you actually take part in these things, and you're, say, Autosport, running around in 6th place, you know, it was higher than that until he came across Bob. But you don't know anything else that's really going on in the race. I know you get all that graphics, but you don't pay that much attention to it. You're only paying attention to the person ahead of you and the distance that they are, and your lap times you try and keep an eye on, but you don't know what else is going on in the race. Like sometimes you gain a position, you don't even know why. So it's nice to have someone call out after the race. It's nice to have someone watch the race for you and just keep shouting like a lunatic at the television, and it builds a picture of what that race was. And yeah, it is really. I only ever... Ooh, Bob's had damage, ladies and gentlemen. He's come out of the pits and he's sent it too hard. Tommy Roo, he's going to make that fuel last. He is going to make that fuel last, and Bob is pushing too hard, damaging his car. So yeah, I did it for literally, I expect literally, like this stream, I would expect 8 views, because there's 8 people racing, so that's the only 8 people that'd be interested in watching. To cut that story short that I was telling very long-windedly, sorry guys. And Chunky Ribena says, I always watch back after the races. Oh, thanks, bud. Well, that's it. It is for you guys. It's to build a picture of what's going on in this race. Like Bob dropping away from Roo, and he won't know, oh, what's this? And Deviant all up in... Thunder just got past... Oh, Deviant pitted, didn't he? So Deviant trying to come back at Thunder. Thunder, who, 20 minutes ago saying he hates this track, it's horrible. And he's doing the same as Tommy Roo. He's trying to rinse that fuel to get to the end. We've only got 11 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. He's still got nearly a quarter of a tank of fuel. I tell you what, if there's a fuel economy award, give it to him. Give him the Greta Thunberg award. Please, someone. Kull then leads this race. He's always led this race. He led this race before we even got here. He is the spirit of the leading this race. There was no stopping him. So Bob then, Tommy Roo is into the pits. Oh, he heard he was going to get the Greta Thunberg Award and thought, sod that, let's go and waste some fuel. So Bob then, whoa, nearly sideways coming around the final corner. And Bob has got a fire in his spirit, ladies and gentlemen. Deviant, he's going to make it. Oh, he's got past Thunder and he's back up. And he's going to make it. No, Tommy Roo is out. Tommy Roo could split the Nissans. Cameraman, wake up. And Thunder is in the action, but it does look like Thunder might have to pit. So what did Tommy Roo put in? Nearly half a tank, and the car is skittish, ladies and gentlemen. On the new tyres, it is being a bit skittish for him. Bob is absolutely flying. There's no way you're going to catch up with Coleman. He's 34 seconds ahead of you. I mean, he's trying. Look at him. He is slinging a Nissan, ladies and gentlemen. And Tommy Roo is he's going to be trying. His aim is to stay ahead of the Deviant, who's on the medium tyres. So it's going to be a struggle for him to close in on the Lexus. In Vodka Rob saying, I've got loads of stuff from when I did F1 mobile racing. I was actually quite good at that game. Top 20 in the world. Higher for the online duels. And Vodka Rob saying, EA killed it. Well, oh yeah, don't they all? Don't they all? These big games companies just ruin everything. There's a yellow flag. There's a yellow flag, but I don't think it's for anyone in the top 4. I'll see if anyone's got... Oh, it's DeFaces boy. He has had an absolute nightmare round, ladies and gentlemen. Respect for him to still 50 minutes, and it's been a 50 minutes of like pure torture for him, and he's stuck with it. So a big respect to the Faces boy. Thunder is into the pits. Autosport will be screaming in his helmet, ladies and gentlemen. He must have wrote that position off, but Thunder does have to get new tyres and a slurp of fuel. Cole's hit the wall, but he's got plenty of time to do that. And Bob has taken the fastest lap. Bob is absolutely driving in. He is absolutely slinging it. Tommy Roo in third, soft tyres, holding Deviant at bay. Deviant, the championship leader, no more, I imagine, after this round. Not even getting into the top 3 in the second race. And Thunder in 5th, with Autosport in 6th. Oliver in 7th. Oh, I thought Oliver was going to pick something up near the end there. And the Faces boy in 8th. We lost the JC in race 1. And Cole has absolutely slapped all round. Absolutely all round. So Bob pushing hard. He's got that fastest lap though. All important fastest lap. And the question is, can Tommy Roo maintain 8 more minutes against the Nissan dominance? Can Tommy Roo hold his position? So the Bob then in second place with that fastest lap, but 32-second deficit to the call. And Vodka saying, every time I hear Bob, I think of Blackadder. Bob. Bob. So Cole in the lead here with Bob in second. He's absolutely pushing so hard. I'm surprised he hasn't crumpled that Nissan into a wall yet. So a great job from the Bob, driving like an absolute demon, but keeping it planted so far. So far. How does he make it through there? It's ridiculous. Tommy Roo in third, 4 seconds. He's pulling away from Deviant. Deviant cannot close in on the soft-tyred Lexus. This is stunning. The Lexus standing in for the Audi to break the Nissan's hold. Chunky saying got a dash, but catch you all next week. Chunky saying we'll try to do that thingy for you, thingy thing. Well, thank you very much, Chunky. Love the podcast. Keep it all up. Cracking stuff. And hopefully you're racing next week so I can scream about you. Take care of yourself, bro. So the call takes, well, he's 31 seconds ahead of the Bob. The Bob trying to close in. Tommy Rue trying to keep Deviant at bay with the Thunder. 1.7 Autosport, come on, he's on the soft tyres. 26.8 last time from Autosport. Thunder also on the soft tyres, 26.8. They're matching each other, ladies and gentlemen. Calls into the pits. Wow, he's having, I tell you what that is. That's because Bob's got the fastest lap, ladies and gentlemen. He has done the math at 100 and odd miles an hour around Dragon's Trail and thought, I can afford a pit stop here, put soft tyres on, no fuel, and I want that fastest lap. Oh, this is pro sim. Oh, and Bob is getting at, oh, what's Bob going in for? Bob thinking the same thing, but Tommy Rue's going to do you. Tommy Rue isn't, he's not, oh, is that not enough fuel? What's the thinking there? Bob going in. Maybe he doesn't think the tyres will make it in the end, but he's handing second place to Tommy Rue, ladies and gentlemen. Or is he? He is. He's handing it to Tommy Rue, and Tommy Rue, no slouch, near the end of this race. And I mean, I tell you, Bob doesn't... there's shenanigans going on in the Nissan team, and I feel that Tommy Rue should finish in second just to burn Bob for trying this fastest lap game is out of hand. It's out of hand, ladies and gentlemen. Why didn't Bob just stick with it? He would have been closer to call. Surely. It makes no sense. There must be something else in it. Maybe he felt the tyres go in. Maybe he felt the fuel wasn't enough. That is so odd. And Rob saying, see you later, Chunky. Chunky saying, I am, and I have an idea. Live driver in race chat. Ooh, nice. Chunky Ribena saying, latest Rob, and everyone else. MJ saying, that is wild. MJ saying, nope, that is pure Ferrari strategy. And Chunky Ribena saying, hang on, I've got to see this. You thought you had a chance to go, and then you got sucked back in again. So Bob is, and he's hit the barrier. Well, he's done that on his every out lap, I think. So it's not getting... Tommy Rue, come on, my son. You've got 3.5 minutes, and the Bob is bringing it. He's bringing it, ladies and gentlemen. The Cole wants the fastest lap. This is absolutely wild at the end of the race. Deviant 2 seconds behind Bob. If Bob screws up, if Bob makes an absolute hash of it, Deviant's going to get third because he's so close. Bob has played a very risky game here. He has taken chances where I don't believe he needed to take chances. And yeah, in all fairness, 3 minutes in that Nissan on a brand new set of softs, he possibly could get ahead of Tommy Rue. But why risk it? What do you gain? It's only 1 point. Jesus, are you giving 10 points out for fastest laps, MJ? What is it? You get 100 points for a fastest lap or something? Or is it just pride, eh? Is it that small little thing called pride? So Bob and Cole are having a duke out for the fastest lap. Tommy Rue looks like he's getting the biggest gain from it with the time ticking down. And Chunky Ribena saying, United level drama this. I tell thee, unbelievable stuff. And Tommy Rue, 1.6 seconds Bob 1.6 seconds behind Tommy Rue. And the Cole has the fastest lap. So it paid off for him. You can see the point with him. And Bob, not to be outdone, my words, has got the fastest lap. We are having a fastest lap off at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, here. The Nissan drivers, inter-team battle has gone beyond the realms of insanity. The team manager has lost all control. They're running amok in the Nissan team. And the poor bloke sitting out the back of the Nissan team having a mental breakdown. Well, he's just having a very hard day. I mentioned a joke about that stuff. I just mean he's having some sort of breakdown over what his drivers are up to. And I'm sure Bob feels he can get past Tommy Roo and he won't lose the position, but 1 minute left on the clock and Bob has still not gained that position back. And Tommy Roo, he's an elbows out kind of racer. I've said before, he's not an easy man to overtake. His tyres are old, but he's still been quite swift in the Lexus. Deviant 5 seconds behind these guys. He was hoping for Bob to make some sort of mistake. Thunder still ahead of Autosport. Autosport looked like he was on a lunge for Thunder, but cannot do it. Oliver in 7th, DeFaces Boy in 8th. Looks like he's driving out the chicane again. And here we go, Tommy Roo and Bob going neck side by side. And Bob does look like that grip advantage, just enough to get him back into second. But what a risky game to play. And he still has the fastest lap. Cool. He'll be pushing on for the next one, or maybe he's just giving up on that one. Maybe he's starting to see sense and think this is getting silly, and one of us is going to really break our cars badly.
Yes, then face with tears of joy.
So Cool then leads with Bob back into second, and he'll watch this back and he'll be like, Thingy, you don't have a clue what you're talking about. There was never a risk. Calculated, maybe, but not a risk. Tommy Roo in third, still splitting the Nissans though, because Deviant had an absolute huge one in the beginning of this race. And oh, Bob hit something. Bob hit something. That was the risk that we were talking about. And now Tommy Roo coming through the final corners is all up and in Bob's business. Akel has won the race. Well done, my friend. And Bob has got his hands full all the way to the flag. And Tommy Roo is going to be doing anything he can to get that second place. But Bob looks like he's got it seen off, but he needs some power coming down this straight. And it's not his engine that's bust, it's just a front spoiler. And it looks like Bob does hold on to second, and Tommy Roo comes in third. Deviant brings it home fourth, with Thunder essentially ahead of Autosport, and that has to be a good race. Has he already finished? He's got his hazards on. No, he's all right. So Thunder then in fifth place, and I imagine it was looking rather bleak for Thunder in the middle of this race. So fifth place, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's good points. Good points for Thunder. Coming home in fifth place. Great stuff with Autosport in second. And you've got to feel for Autosport and Oliver. They were having good races early doors. It didn't quite come to them. But there you go. Autosport finishing in sixth. And a great drive. But Cole at the moment, all round, has been on another level. Absolutely another level. Well done to all that took part. Great racing. Well done on your wins, Cole. He didn't get the fastest lap though. Bob did get it, so all right, he can say you were wrong and I was right. Yeah, Bob got the fastest lap in the end, so it makes that pit stop worth it, I'm sure. Right then, so in the chat, that was amazing. Chunky saying Tommy is on softs, not sure about Plan Z. And Vodkrov saying caught up, but can he get past? Vodkrov says yes then. Chunky said right, later then, see you later, man. Thunder saying entertaining last lap watch. And Vodka Rob with a salute with Risky Bob. Yeah, we'll have to start calling him Risky Bob. Risky Bob. Paid off though, paid off. Paid off for him. Tommy Roo in third, Deviant in fourth, Thunder fifth, Autosport in sixth, Oliver in seventh, with the Faces Boy coming home in eighth place. Ladies and gentlemen, what an absolute cracker. And don't forget, there's more of this every Friday evening. Next week is Monza, my lovies, so you cannot miss that in these cars. AH Gaming saying in VC with Akel at the moment, he had to do the last lap on controller because his wheel literally broke. Oh my God. And AH Gaming saying guy needs to get a life. And Vodka saying cheers thingy. No problem, my friend. Well, thank you for joining me here at Thingamajig Racing channel. Every Friday night live, we are here with the World Racing community. And next round is round 5. and we are at Monza. Let's see if, firstly, any Audi drivers turn up, and secondly, if those Audis can crack the Nissans. Like they should, in a straight line. And I mean, we all thought that Audi was going to be a monster along the straights, but it just hasn't seemed to have happened yet. And then they're saying, oh, and 200 subscribers. Congratulations, look at you. I know, it's exciting. I got all excited. I was like, ooh, look at that. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I will not take up any more of your Friday evening. Thank you for joining us. Where's my microphone? I'll see right underneath my chin. I'm surprised you could even hear me. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to go over and look at Chunky's channel and subscribe to that. It is entertaining with a capital E. It's great. He does all sorts on there. He's just done a podcast and it was brilliant. I was thoroughly entertained. So, yeah. That's all I've got to say for that. Get yourself signed up to the WRC as well. They've got a Discord. I'm sure they've got a Facebook, because I would have found them through Facebook, I imagine, than Discord. So just look for World Racing Community, put it in a Google search, it'll turn up. Come and join us on a Friday night for some absolute fun racing. Tell your friends. Tiru, peace and love, peace and love.
Clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands, clapping hands. Hand ping.